Hello, everyone. Melanie here with CGL Recruiting, and it's hard to believe that 2021 is already upon us. So it is time to release the top LinkedIn hashtags for 2021. This time around, we're going to give you every single hashtag we found that has over 10 million followers. And as we go through this list, we will talk about how you can use these hashtags for yourself to make your job posts, your posts go further, how to see more jobs if you're a job seeker, how to advertise your company or business more, and how to connect with more people. So without further ado, let's take a look at the top hashtags for 2021 for LinkedIn. And remember, these are all going to have over 10 million followers. Let's go ahead and start here with our first one of our group, which is going to be hashtag hiring and promotion. This one came in at over 10 million followers. Now remember, for hashtags, they work different on LinkedIn than they do on Instagram and other places. People actually go out to LinkedIn and find hashtags and then follow them. And what it does when they follow them is it adds data from any posts that go against this hashtag into their generalized newsfeed. So when you take one of your posts and you do hashtag hiring and promotion in it, LinkedIn is going to add your post into the newsfeed algorithm for over 10 million people. And you have a chance of this showing up in their newsfeed. Okay, let's keep going and looking at our next one, which is hashtag personal branding, with again, over 10 million followers. Now, hashtags only work, remember, in the primary posts. They do not work if you try to use it for comments or something like that. So do make sure you are doing the hashtags in the primary posts. Our next one we're going to take a look at is hashtag alternative energy, which is over that 12 million mark with 12,888,684 followers. Wouldn't you like to have some of your posts go to that many more people? Let's keep going with our next one, which is hashtag sustainability. This is our first one, over 13 million followers. Now, remember, the way LinkedIn news feeds work, you get to see only information from your first level connections, advertisements, and people or companies that you follow. If you want to see more and more data in your news feed, consider following some of these hashtags that have so many other followers. Wouldn't it be great, too, if other people were looking at your data in here? Let's go to our next one, which is hashtag money at over 14 million followers. If you're a job seeker and you're wondering, how can hashtags help me? Well, please don't forget that lots of people are going around the generalized LinkedIn job posting system. And instead of paying all this money to do a job posting, they're just putting the job postings in their feeds. And a lot of times they are tagging and utilizing some of these hashtags. And so the more hashtags you are following, or the more you go out and review, the better chance you have of getting to see some of the posts of jobs that they're putting out there. Let's take a look at our next one, which is one that you should probably be considering following, job seekers, and that's hashtag job interviews. This one has over 14 million followers. Lots of posts put out here, free resources for you job seekers, and lots of jobs that are available. Let's take a look at our next one, which is hashtag investing. This one has almost 15 million followers at 14,492,000. Now, you're going to see a lot of the ones that are on this list of over 10 million do have some kind of relation to either hiring or finance. So you will be expecting, as we go through this list, to see a lot that are down that way. Our next one we're going to take a look at is hashtag personal development, which is 14,799,000. Now, we did take a look at the best hashtags on Instagram as well as the best hashtags on LinkedIn and tried to compare to see are the ones that are high on Instagram and the ones that are high on LinkedIn, is there a correlation? And there really is not. You see much more on Instagram that has more like lifestyle and love and things like that, where you definitely have more of a personal development and business aspect to the ones that are out on LinkedIn. Our next one, which we are going to cover, is hashtag motivation with over 15 million followers. Now, you are going to see a lot of information in this one about people who are just giving quotes or stories that are motivating. Lots of individuals, as opposed to companies, do follow this one because they like getting those in their newsfeed. So it is a great place for if you're having or wanting to share a post and have it get further, you're definitely going to get traction by using this hashtag motivation. The next one we see is hashtag feminism with 16,389,000. And you will see some others on this list that are very focused towards women. And we'll cover those in just a few minutes. With the next one being hashtag women in science. You may remember this from our 2020 video of hashtags. This one did make the list for that as well with 16,716,000 followers. Our next one we're going to take a look at is hashtag gender with 16,812,000. Now let's talk about the next one, which is hashtag advertising and marketing. You will see a lot on this one of different advertising and marketing groups. So if you're a job seeker, you are going to see jobs out here if this is one of your areas of focus. So if you are a public relations, a graphic designer, do any kind of marcom work, this is definitely one that you're going to want to take a look at. And as you are doing posts, trying to reach more managers and such in this area, this is one that you definitely want to put on your posts. Our next one we're going to take a look at is hashtag professional women. This one is up there over 18 million followers, 18 million followers. And our next one is going to be hashtag branding. Now, a lot of people, when they're trying to create their brand for their company or themselves personal, will just create a hashtag like hashtag Melanie, hashtag, this is great. And you can definitely do that. Every hashtag had to start with 0 followers somewhere. But you just need to be sure that you're understanding when you're doing a hashtag like that, if it doesn't have a lot of followers, it's not going to get you a lot of traction as far as getting into the newsfeed of other people. So if you're wanting to do that, I don't recommend you do more than about one of those per post, the one that you're trying to create, as opposed to ones that are already in existence, because you really want more followers to see your posts. Let's keep going with hashtag economics. And I also want to point out that, hashtags are very, very sensitive. Economic versus economics is going to have completely different number of followers. So make sure you do your research and make sure you're following the right one, because you'd rather have 18 million followers than a lesser amount if there's a typo in it or it's just not worded and spelled the right way. Which brings us to the next one, which is economy. So remember, we had economics and then we have economy. Both of these have over 18 million followers, so both are good if you're in this space at all to consider using. Another one, we're getting close to that 20 million mark, is hashtag lean startups. Hashtag lean startups is 19 million followers. Now, there's a lot of debate about how many hashtags can you actually do on a post. And LinkedIn does not release the algorithm, but I've seen a lot of people out there talking about it and testing it. And it seems to be that you can put a max of about 7 hashtags on a LinkedIn post, and anything over 7, it tends to kind of ignore it in the feed. I wish LinkedIn would release better data on that so we could all know better, but they don't at this point in time. Our next one we're going to take a look at is hashtag social networking, climbing just a little bit closer to almost at 20 million at 19,160,000 followers. Now, if you're wondering a hashtag that's not on our list, where it falls, you can do research on how many followers any hashtag has. All you have to do that is on your main LinkedIn screen, go to the top left corner in that search bar, the same search bar you use to search for people and groups and everything else. And when you're in that bar, just type in like hashtag social networking. Now, the key to this is not to just do hashtag social networking and hit enter. That's not going to pull up how many followers it is. What you have to do is do hashtag social networking and wait until you see it pop up in the drop-down list below, and then click on it. Then it's going to take you to the page, which will show you for this hashtag how many followers it has. And it'll also show you at that point in time how you can follow it. And it will also show you down below all of the posts done against this hashtag. Let's take a look at our next one, which is hashtag venture capital Again, so close at the 19,435,000, which takes us to hashtag social media. Remember, we had social marketing, I think it was earlier. This one, again, 19,783,000 followers. Our next one we're going to take a look at is our first one over 20 million, which is hashtag marketing. Hashtag marketing at 20,363,000 followers. And you're going to see a lot of the ones on the list from here on up are definitely ones that were on our 2020 list. They didn't lose a whole lot of ground. Now, are the numbers that I'm showing you of followers, do they change? Yes, they change minute by minute as people are following and unfollowing hashtags. But I have never seen one change drastically more than, a couple hundred or a couple thousand when you're getting into the ones that are in the millions. The only kind of caveat I would say to that is if you do have one that is like date specific, 2019, 2020, those, of course, at the end of that year tend to lose a lot of followers, but the others tend to maintain really, really strong. Our next one we're going to take a look at is hashtag startups, which is close, similar to the hashtag lean startups we had earlier, but has much, much greater following at 21,344,000. And the next one after that is hashtag markets with the S on the end at 22,395,000. We're really getting up there with the number of followers now, which brings us to hashtag careers, job seekers, and hiring managers. This is absolutely positively one for you, as well as for anybody who's looking to further and advance their career. You should be guiding your career, not letting the waves take you where they do. This one has 22 million followers. Incredibly powerful hashtag and one of the top ones on all of LinkedIn. You're also, for those of you that are job seekers, lots of HR and recruitment out here. Lots of HR and recruitment. Our next one we're going to take a look at is hashtag entrepreneurship at 22,836,000. Now, I know for those of you that are using these hashtags for marketing, cross-posting on systems is great to a point. The problem is usually when you're using some kind of cross-posting software, you get to put in one list of hashtags, and it can be difficult because the hashtags are very different system to system. So because of that, if you're really wanting to do a strong targeted post, you might want to make sure that if you are doing those cross-platform postings, that you're including some of these top ones on your list. Our next one we're going to take a look at is, there's next two are very similar. There's futurism at 23 million followers, and then there is hashtag future at 24 million followers. You might want to consider putting both of those on your posts if you're wanting to get a really good, strong push in this area. Next one we're going to take a look at, our first one over 25 million is hashtag creativity. Hashtag creativity. This one has an incredible wide variety of posts that are out there. It is one that you might want to go out and take a look and see if it matches what you're trying to do from your marketing or your job search efforts. Okay, we're going up now to hashtag technology with 26 million followers, and then very closely after that at 27 million is hashtag digital marketing. Hashtag digital marketing. We're getting very close to the top now with our next one being hashtag human resources. And this is another one that we definitely recommend for job seekers because there's so many HR people that are out here on this. You want to get some extra traction on your posts that you're putting I'm a great job seeker, I'm looking for this, and trying to engage and open up your resources of connections with recruiters, talent acquisition, and HR. Great hashtag for you, hashtag human resources, with 33 million plus followers. Okay, let's keep going and looking at hashtag management. I was actually a little surprised still that hashtag management is so high at 36 million, while hashtag leadership does not even make our list. So hashtag management, definitely one that you want to consider adding to boost your posts and to see more management jobs. So definitely consider, if you're looking for a management leadership position, you consider looking out at hashtag management. Our next one we're going to take a look at, almost to the top, very close, is hashtag innovation. Hashtag innovation came in this year with 38,892,662 followers, to be outdone by There it is. Your top hashtag for 2021 remains the same as it was in 2020. Hashtag India with 67,902,227 followers. And for any of you interested, yes, we did look at every continent. We looked at every major country. We looked at major cities, trying to see if we could get any of the others that would actually make it into this list of over 10 million. And we did not find anyone of the thousands that we looked at. So if you feel like you have a hashtag that should have been included on this list that has over 10 million followers, let us know down in the comments below. We'd love to hear if we've missed one. Of the thousands we've looked at, please let us know if you feel like we've missed one. All right, everyone, this is our hashtag list for 2021. Other things coming out for 2021 is our resume format that we've tested through the systems and made tweaks and adjustments to give you the best chance of finding a job in 2021, as well as lots of other great continuing resources. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.